Hey, hello everybody. This is the Boogie Man channel, or the Boogie Man channel. In the past, I've had quite a few hangouts with Andrew and Becky, and Andrew and Becky, they're looking at the sky. They've got a big telescope, and you know, the reason I've put this in is that we keep seeing things in the sky. Those little things, I keep talking about them. I've put a couple of videos out that people are seeing them with their cameras more than their eyes. Christian reckons he can see, oh, everybody's messaging. Christian reckons he can see them with his eyes, but most people are seeing them with their cameras. But Boogie Man channel is going to explain a bit more. You can say, oh, what a load of rubbish, but just watch the video and then leave your comments below. He's watching the sky all the time. Anyway, thank you, Andrew, for making this video, and I'll send him a copy of this to his channel. Yeah, watch and what's your thoughts?
You're tuned in to the Not Connector podcast. Lend me your eyes and your ears, and I promise to melt your mind. Over the next while, we ask that you shut up, sit back, and relax. We will control the vertical, the physical, the spiritual, and the astral plane. There's nothing you need to bring with, except we ask that you enter with an open mind, an unbiased and with no expectation, or don't enter at all. The last thing we need is another dickhead in the live chat telling us what we did wrong around every turn. The Internet of Bodies is an extension of the IoT and basically connects the human body to a network through the devices that are ingested, implanted, or connect to the body in some way. Once connected, data can be exchanged in the body and devices can be remotely monitored and controlled. The rise of devices that connect the human body to the web is accelerating rapidly. This Internet of Bodies could revolutionize healthcare and improve our quality of life, but without appropriate guardrail, it could also jeopardize our most intimate personal information and introduce several ethical concerns. The Internet of Bodies is about to transform everything from healthcare to auto safety. A new RAND study examines how to leverage the potential benefits and mitigate the risks. If any of this seemed like fresh news to you, I highly recommend reading on to the end of this article in the podcast. But, of course, we've made it quite easy for you to get the information, as we've had our handy-dandy AI do the damn thing for you. He didn't even have to jump into your body to do it. Isn't that sweet? So, strap in, sit back. The Not Connector podcast is about to touch base. If you're a meathead that hasn't evolved into the 21st century and you think the chemtrails are still just for controlling weather, well, I got news for you then, Buttercup. Check this out. What you're looking at right now is not a bird. It's not a plane. It's a parasitic drone. And it's the newest technology that's come out of our black budget and black ops government projects. What you're about to see is gonna blow your mind. Yes, because it did it to me as well. We are gonna watch this parasitic drone hop around all over the clouds, save the day, and do its job all at the same time while it takes care of its host vehicles. Oh, baby. This is some of the coolest technology I've ever seen in my life. Meanwhile, on the other side of the spectrum, we've got the host vehicles chilling in the cloud while being close by the clouds using zero-G technology, free power, and free energy. I see no gas tank, no propulsion system, and the entity doesn't even seem to be affected by so-called gravity, if that's even real. What are they fueled off of? Electric, hydrogen, nitrogen? Not gas. Definitely not gas. This thing is agile. It moves really fast. I saw it do all sorts of custom moves. I'm positive this thing is running off the most advanced AI technology. No, none of our stuff could ever compare to this. I don't know who created the artificial intelligence for this unit, but any of the artificial intelligence I've ever seen even comes close to this. This is the kind of stuff we'll never get to see. This is the most advanced space-age technology the world has ever seen. This won't be on our market for at least another 100 years. This is what our tax money buys, but we'll never get to use it. They're laughing in our face.
Now, let's watch this drone fly around the sky with the greatest of ease, bouncing from the tops, the canopies of the clouds, as it, well, shows off a bit, does its job, takes care of its host crafts, all the while looking good, baby. Now, I'm playing it in slow-mo right now. Notice how it does tops, turbies, front flips, back flips. It keeps itself level no matter what it has to do in order to do so. Notice how there's legs coming out of the top and the bottom in order to level itself. I don't know exactly what it's grabbing onto or why those legs would help it to steady itself, but, well, they've developed something I don't fully understand. I can only assume that it's compressed air being sprayed out of those certain sides from its legs. Every once in a while, it comes in contact with its little buddy. We call it the cloud ants. Check this out. As it's about to touch down onto the cloud, you notice that its cloud ant, its little buddy, pops up out of nowhere. He grabs it, puts it into its body, and he's just merely waiting and getting it into position so that he can, well, eject it out and give it a kick into the right direction. Unbelievable. Now, you're going to notice some color, pink color, that's being splashed onto the clouds. I can only assume that that is the color of the compressed air that's coming out of, well, this drone. Because right around the time that color starts to show is when he, well, pops out a little buddy from his top side or his bottom side. I'm not even sure which side is up anymore. There it goes. You see the pink? It's all around. And then poppers. Bye-bye. Unbelievable. Just unbelievable. Now notice that leg. It can come out of any side of it. See, it just bucked it out to the left-hand side, right off the screen. It was moving so fast, there was only one frame that actually caught its little buddy, the little cloud ant. And it was really far away from the body for which it shot it. Now, in the background, we can see cloaked crafts in the clouds, disguised with clouds as clouds. I tried to outline as many as I could, but unless you see these things, unless your eyes are trained to them, no matter what I outline, no matter what I try to show you, you're just gonna think it's BS, unfortunately. But this is what I look at every day, all day. This is my passion, this is my hobby. This is why my eyes are so trained for it. I don't fully understand how this thing is bouncing off of clouds like it is a physical object. Now, there was a story that came out just about 2 years ago. It was about the Air Force and how they were strengthening the clouds using carbon fiber in order to, strengthen the clouds and make them a physical object. Now, they said they were doing it in order to get around stealth radar. So I guess the idea is to make the clouds a physical object. So when radar starts to beacon out, send the sonar out, it's going to start getting hits on more objects than it ever did. Well, if it starts to fire on clouds that are strengthened with the carbon fibers, it's going to do a lot of missing before it does any hitting. So they send out a few of the carbon clouds, we'll call them. They see if, they're even recognizing them. If they start to send out hits on them, maybe they even start to call out warnings over the air. Before you know it, they're out of ammo, or at least they've given up their position. Our Air Force takes their shot and hits first round. That's just my guess. They didn't really explain it, but that's the way I'm seeing it. The only other thing I can think of is that we know they've come up with the technology in order to cloak themselves in clouds as clouds. Meaning, they have these parasite drones. They also have parasite ships. Those are the ones that are hiding in the back. This entire cloud that we're looking at is one big giant ship, okay? So every smaller ship that I've already outlined is, in fact, a parasite. Now, these parasite drones, as you can see, move much faster, much quicker, much more agile than any medium-sized to large-sized craft that is already cloaked in the clouds and hiding in the background. They all work for the host ship, the host craft, which is the one they're all sitting on top of. So now that I think about it, when this thing bounces off the clouds, it's not bouncing off the cloud, it's bouncing off of the big mom, all right, the big mothership, the big host ship. Now, this is technology that we've obviously borrowed. We have obviously inherited from someone. Probably most of the time recovered crafts that we've re-engineered, but that's up for discussion and a video for another time.
Thank you so much for joining us. This is your boy Boog, and this is the .Connected Podcast. Please join us at the website, the number 4, THEWOKE.com. That's forthewoke.com. While you're there, subscribe to the blog. Stay up to date with everything Boogie and Bex, baby. If you have an itch, we have the scratch. It's called the .Connector Podcast. You can find it in the podcast library. That's forthewoke.com/podcast-library. Again, that's forthewoke.com/podcast-library. Finally, join us on the Discord chat server. If you love strangeness, Discord chat server is the place to be. It's 24/7, 365 days a year of strangeness on demand, baby. It's never ending of pure strangeness on tap. The Discord chat server, Borderline Insanity, is the number one place to catch Boogs and Bex live. Speak to us, show us your images and your videos. I know you've been dying to do it, baby. We would love to check them out. Shoot the shit. Do whatever comes natural. Kiss me, love me, tease me, and then throw me away. I look forward to it. If you love it, we got it. Let's do it. Let's live together in happiness, harmony, and forever. You put the lotion on the skin, and the Boogs doesn't get angry again. Do it! Goodbye!